What's going on, guys? Back with another YouTube video today, and today we are going to talk about how everything is perfectly unfolding when you have that perspective. And the big thing about this is not seeing and looking for everything to perfectly unfold. It's more knowing it's perfectly unfolding because you have decided so. But that, like we know on this channel, that you understand your foundation as one with God, one with the Creator, that you are all that is. Every single reaction, perception, identity, you are every single circumstance. Any circumstance that happens to you, it's already happened and you already are always experiencing it. But you now know that you are also always experiencing what you want as well. It's all here right now. And yes, we're here to live on earth as a human and experience ourselves as the Creator, as one with God, as knowing that, hey, we can have what we want by deciding what we want and then declaring that we have that. And then we have this perception of everything in my reality is unfolding perfectly into me getting exactly what I want and what I decided to get. We get to know ourselves as that kind of person, to have that kind of perception, because Tom Karen loved to say, like, hey, if we all just, if we really understood that we were all one with God, and that we just could just instantly bring it forth, or not even that, because you can do that, but it's more like, as all that is, as the observer, as one with God, you are perceiving all the realities right here, right now. You would lose your mind. You couldn't, nothing would be interesting. You would just be completely in bliss, yes, because you were in everywhere all at once. But it doesn't give you the feeling of the ups and downs that we are here to experience, right? And understanding that we're here to experience those ups and downs, but that those ups and downs will lead to our where we want to be. But the true thing that we want is to know ourselves as being one with God, and to know that is to understand that everything's unfolding perfectly, that you can feel all the perceptions that you feel, or all the feelings and all the circumstances that's going on. You can feel it, be sad, be angry, but then come back to knowing that you're one with God, that we're always one together, and we have this power to decide that, hey, everything is perfectly unfolding into exactly what I want, and I'm living that reality. And I think a big key thing is to live right now to your fullest potential with what you have around you, right? With what you got around you, knowing that you are going to unfold into your multi-million-dollar loving relationship, best social network, successful career opportunities, lifestyle, or reality that you are trying to get to. That it's trying to get to, no, that you are in, but you're trying to get to. But now you have this understanding that you're not trying anymore. That perspective of trying is always there, but now you know that you already have it, that you're already living it. So you're not trying to get there anymore. You are living that reality. That, now, understanding that and knowing that is going to take you from point A to point B without really just drowning in what's going on right now in your life. If you're drowning through anything, I think this channel for me is more of I think I got this understanding down pat for sure. It clicked for 100%, and now it's to showcase or demonstrate the ability that I have on this channel, and then help a bunch of people out that just can't seem to grasp what manifestation really is. This is like the deep-rooted understanding of what it is, and to live with this mindset and thought, it's amazing. It's truly amazing, because then you can apply it to anything in your life. It's not just about success. It can be applied to anything. But I'll be honest, right? I'll be super transparent. Like, I'll tell you my circumstance right now, but I look at it totally differently. But just for content purposes, I do day trade, right? And right now we are down $95,000. I would lose the extra 5K, but I just don't have the funds to do it, and I don't think I can ever get those funds for like a while. So we are down 95K, right? I think I lost everything I made in the past 4 years. I'm not only in college loan debt, but I took out 2 personal loans that allowed me to lose 95K. So now we are pretty down bad in the loan department as well. Credit card is what I'm using now. I do have, I think, $80 in my bank account. So we are using the credit card to spend my money and take trips to places I don't need to be, but I have to go there for family or do things with friends for now. So those are the circumstances, which I don't really like to describe it as circumstances. Like I said, I'm having that perspective now. Everything's perfectly unfolding, so I'm not worried about anything. I'm looking at this as, hey, this is always going to be experienced. I'm always experiencing this. I could be losing 200K, $1 million, but I'll always be experiencing that. That perspective is always a reality. Always a reality. And I can think about that. I can identify with it, absolutely. But I can also know and identify and have the perspective of me winning, making millions of dollars, right? Making millions and thousands of dollars a day, living the lifestyle that I envision myself living in, that I know that I'm already living in. Now this is just perfectly unfolding into that. Now how this is gonna perfectly unfold, I have these ideas popping up, right? Like, okay, I had this situation, which I don't really care about, before I did, right? And even the thoughts will pop up, right? That I do care about this situation, that I wish I wasn't here, that everybody kind of like has it better than me right now, that nobody's going through this, but it's not that no one's going through this. So many people are going through this right now, even worse than me, and that there's situations that are just even beyond I can even comprehend, right? But those thoughts, they're all thoughts that exist. Any thought I can come up with, like, oh, I'm flying on a unicorn, that's a thought that exists. So I treat those thoughts like I'm like flying on a unicorn, right? There's no weight difference in terms of like thoughts. Like, everything is already reality. I'm all that is. So all perceptions, all identities, all thoughts, all feelings exist, and there will always be existing, because I'm the observer, and everything's already happening. Every reality where I'm thinking that thought, right? But then there's the reality where I'm not thinking that thought. I'm thinking, damn, I made so much money today. Wow, life is amazing. I'm so blessed, and I'm here to help as many people out as I can. So, I do want to speak better. I think that's the main thing that I'm also doing this YouTube stuff for, is to really bring up my volume and speak louder and clearer in the camera, so I can also rap to rap music better and not be like mumbling my words. That's a big thing. I think I would really want to rap to rap music better. So that's another reason why I'm making this channel and speaking to you. But see, I just consciously I realize that, hey, I'm speaking low, and that's okay. I can speak low and mumble all day, and I will, and I'm always going to be doing that. But I know I'm always in a reality where I'm speaking firmly, coherently, and clearly, and I'm portraying myself as a confident man that knows exactly what he's talking about, because I do know exactly what I'm talking about, and you as the audience are understanding what I'm explaining here, because I'm confident that I know what I'm talking about. And then I can take this into other forms of content where I'm explaining other topics that I'm going to learn about, but explain it in a way that people are like, oh, wow, this guy's very confident. Okay, I digress. Anyways, so that's what's going on right now. But what else is going on right now is me living my dream life. So a big thing is everything is perfectly unfolding, but you're making the best with what you've got every day, right? So, like I said, like in my last video, I've transformed who I am. I have integrated my work ethic from just working at a job into working on me and my endeavors, such as trading, content, speaking to people socially, bringing my energy levels up, being enthusiastic, right? All day, I think I'm doing something. I'm pushing my boundaries. I'm exploring more and more about pushing myself. How much can I push myself? You know, a little caffeine doesn't hurt. But yeah, and I think taking in the fact that, hey, I'm doing, like, take what you got around you and make the most of it. Do the best you can with it. And meaning you're gonna come back to knowing that you're one with God, that you know that you're all that is. So you understand that, hey, there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to run from, nothing to complain about, because this is always going to be happening. Always a perception and identity and a reality that's always happening right here, right now. But you know that, hey, what you want is also happening right here, right now, because boom. Ready? Wow, I made so much money today. It's a blessing. Now I booked a vacation next week to Hawaii. It's phenomenal. My life is perfectly unfolding. This right here is perfectly unfolding into that. And now I look at everything around me like, oh, it's perfectly unfolding. I'm gonna make the best out of what I got and have fun with everything that's going on, because I know it's just perfectly unfolding into that. And who I know I really am right now, who I am, I don't care about anything else about, like, besides who I am being and what I've decided that the reality I'm living in. I just know I'm the multi-millionaire man pushing out content, describing how manifestation really works, and how it's really put me on the path of the perfect unfolding to where I'm going to reach my goals. And me understanding that, I've expedited the process to where I want to get to by integrating that understanding with what I want to do and letting it flow. Letting it all flow, letting all the things just happen. But me knowing, right? Me always coming back to knowing I'm one with God. And that this is perfectly unfolding to exactly what I want. So an example of this, also, like in the Bible, I think if you watch the show The Chosen, there's a scene, which I watched this scene, where there's a man, there's Jesus in the lake, right? Then there's, I think, Peter maybe in the boat. I think that's what it is, Peter in the boat. And Jesus tells him to come out into the lake and meet him where Jesus is walking on water. And the guy's like, I can't do that. I can't do that. There's no way. Yeah, I'm going to drown. I'm going to fall into the water. And then Jesus just said, look at me. Come to me. Something like that. And the guy started walking on water towards Jesus. And it was all perfect, walking, right? And then boom, he looks at the ground. He's scared that he's walking on water, that he's gonna fall in, and he falls in, right? But he falls in, and then he gets saved by Jesus. Jesus comes and picks him up when he falls in. He's like closing his eyes. He thought he's dead. Jesus comes, he grabs him, pulls him back up. That's a representation of you now knowing this and having this understanding that you're one with God. You're just focused on the fact that you know you're one with God. You're all that is, that everything is experienced right now, and you just let everything flow by understanding this concept that, hey, I'm always experiencing this, right? I'm always experiencing the bad, but I'm also always experiencing the good. So I'm gonna choose to focus on the good, knowing that I'm one with God, that I have this already. I already have it. I'm already experiencing it. I'm already living it. And that's who I am. And I've decided to have my perception on the world that around me, that is everything's perfectly unfolding. I'm gonna make the best of I'm gonna make the best out of I'm gonna make the best out of what I got. See how I just did that? How I just spoke? Like, I mumbled and then I stuttered and I paused. I didn't know what to say. That's always gonna be there, but I'm choosing to be that public speaker, that YouTuber that speaks coherently, calmly, knows exactly what to say, when to say, and how to say it, and discusses the topic at hand with emphasis, and delivers an understanding to the audience where they take away what I just said to them and apply it to their life, because they are moved and gravitated by the power that I have bestowed onto them. I'm just bullshitting right now. Okay, I'm just rambling. But yeah, so then Jesus said to Peter, right? I think it's Peter. He said, you doubted, and that's why you fell. So, but God is there to save you. And it's not God is there to save you, it's you are there to save yourself. By understanding, coming back to you knowing that you're one with God, and that you're always living your dream life right here, right now. And you just gotta understand that, hey, everything is right here, right now. You're all that is. So if you're all that is, then your dream life right here, right now. You're just the observer. Everything's right here. The bad is right here. You're focused on it. But now you understand that, hey, the good is right here as well. So you just focus on that instead. That it's not conditional. I think that's a big thing. Oh, I gotta make another video on that. That what you want to get in your life, what you want to focus on, it's not conditional. Meaning, there are no conditions needed or that you need to meet to decide what you want and who you want to be. You could be feeling the shittiest. Everything around you could be crashing down. When you come back to that understanding that you're one with God, you're all that is, everything's happening here and now, that nothing is what you want, your dream is not conditional. I'm gonna add that your dream is not conditional. You sit in it, you feel it, but then you can also, while you're feeling it, just be like, hey, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire. You're crying, whatever you're like, I can't believe this happened. Wait, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire. This is great. I love it. My life is great. Everything's perfectly unfolding. I can't believe this happened. Everything's perfectly unfolding. It's not conditional. It's not conditional. God, that's amazing. Ooh. Yeah, that happened to me at the club. Right? It's not conditional. Okay, so that's it for today. I think that's my next YouTube video. It's not conditional. That's huge. Where you just choose who you are, decide who you are from this understanding, and because you can, and you're not tied to anything. You're the observer. So you're living all experiences right now. So even if you're observing this bad part, you're observing the good. So then you just choose to say and declare what you want by choosing who you are, by saying it. Hey, I'm living the good life right now. I'm living the dream. Even when you're crying, even when you're sad, even when you're unhappy, even like, hey, this is the worst moment of my life. You come back to this understanding, and then you declare what you want and who you are. And you understand and say that everything's perfectly unfolding. I'm gonna make the best out of what is going on right here, right now, which could be the worst. It could be happening, like everything could be crashing down. How do I make the best of this? I remember who I am, and I choose exactly where I want to be, who I want to be, which is the dream version of myself. Bang. Okay. You guys have a wonderful night or a wonderful day, wherever it is. Follow me on my socials, saioscar_. I think I'm gonna make a journey type of content with this. I'm gonna post it and have everybody that I know about this, which is it is what it is. I think it'd be fun. That'd be really fun. Because I know it's just, I'm gonna make it either way. Might as well just create a big content following as well with it, and then boom, I might have so many followers. Boom, I'm gonna be like famous on Twitch or YouTube. Boom. I want so many experience. I become a professional boxer. Then I'm gonna go to the military, become special forces, and then you won't see me for 4 years. And then boom, I pop back up on social media, popping again, and then meeting the love of my life. Alright, saioscar. Then Twitch is saioscar, saioscar. TikTok is saiidosh, saidosh. And that seems to be it. That seems to be it, mate. Okay. Like and subscribe, guys. Yeah. Yo, my subscriber count's going up, man. It's perfectly unfolding. Camera's right there. I keep looking at my face. I'm sorry. That's what's gonna happen until I get used to this. So, but cheers, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening all the way. If you did, you know what? I don't know. Drop a 1 in the chat, in the comment section. All right. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.